Ever wanted to taste something really out of the ordinary? Well, buckle up, food adventurers, because today we're diving headfirst into a world of culinary oddities. We're talking about the bizarre, the unusual, the dishes that make you wonder, how did this ever become food? So, get your passports ready and loosen your belts, because we're about to embark on a culinary journey across 10 different countries to sample some of the weirdest, wildest, and most wonderful foods on Earth. Our first stop takes us to the bustling streets of the Philippines, where the aroma of street food fills the air. And amidst the sizzling skewers and steaming dumplings, you'll find a local delicacy that takes some serious guts to try: balut. Imagine this: a fertilized duck egg, incubated until the embryo inside is nearly fully formed, then boiled and eaten straight from the shell. Balut is deeply ingrained in Filipino culture. It's a street food staple, a late-night snack enjoyed with friends, often seasoned with salt, vinegar, and a little chili for an extra kick. Beyond the initial shock value, balut is believed to be incredibly nutritious, packed with protein and vitamins. It's considered a real energy booster, and some even claim it has aphrodisiac qualities. Eating balut is an experience you won't soon forget. From the bustling streets of Manila, we're jetting off to the rugged island of Sardinia, Italy, where a different kind of culinary adventure awaits. Get ready to meet casu marzu, a cheese so pungent, so alive, it's actually illegal. Casu marzu, my friends, is what happens when cheese takes a walk on the wild side. It's sheep's milk cheese, but with a twist. It's intentionally infested with live cheese fly larvae. In Sardinia, casu marzu is considered a rare delicacy, a traditional food that's been enjoyed for generations. The taste? Well, it's definitely an experience. Imagine a sharp, pungent cheese, almost runny, with a distinct, well, let's call it an earthy flavor. Eating casu marzu is like taking a bite out of history. Next, we're braving the icy winds of Iceland to sample a dish that's as tough as the Vikings themselves: hakkerl, fermented Greenland shark. Now, when I say fermented, I don't mean a light, bubbly kombucha. I'm talking about a months-long process of burying shark meat in the ground, letting it ferment and decompose, then hanging it to dry for even longer. Imagine, if you will, a strong, fishy smell, like a cross between cleaning products and a very ripe cheese, and you're starting to get the picture. But hakkerl is more than just a pungent punch to the nostrils. For centuries, it was a vital source of sustenance, a way to preserve food during the long, dark winters. Today, hakkerl is often enjoyed in small cubes, usually chased with a shot of brennivin, a potent Icelandic schnapps. Hold on to your chopsticks, folks, because our next stop will have your senses tingling. We're heading to South Korea to experience sanakji, a dish that's as fresh as it gets. Live octopus. That's right, I said live. Sanakji is prepared by quickly chopping up a small octopus, usually served immediately while the tentacles are still wriggling on the plate. Imagine picking up a still-moving tentacle with your chopsticks, the suction cups clinging to everything they touch. As you bite down, you can feel the muscles contracting, the flesh still incredibly fresh and slightly salty. Sanakji is often seasoned with sesame oil and sesame seeds, adding a nutty flavor that complements the delicate octopus. It's a popular dish to enjoy with soju, a traditional Korean rice liquor. Our next culinary adventure takes us to Mexico, a land known for its vibrant flavors and ancient culinary traditions. And when it comes to unique eats, Mexico doesn't disappoint. Get ready to dig into escamoles, the insect caviar of Mexico. These little morsels are actually the edible larvae of ants, specifically those that nest in the roots of the agave plant, the same plant used to make tequila. Traditionally, they're lightly sautéed with butter, onions, and spices. and served in warm tortillas, like tiny protein-packed tacos. They have a delicate, slightly buttery flavor, often compared to cottage cheese or even nutty mushrooms. They represent a deep connection to the land and a respect for traditional ingredients that have sustained generations of Mexicans. So, the next time you're feeling adventurous, ditch the caviar and opt for a taste of Eskimos. Take your breath and get ready for a pungent adventure as we head to Sweden to experience surströmming, fermented Baltic herring. Now, when I say pungent, I mean it. Surströmming is famous, or perhaps infamous, for its incredibly strong aroma, often described as akin to rotting fish, old cheese, and a hint of, well, you get the picture. This unique delicacy is made by fermenting Baltic herring in barrels for months, allowing it to develop its characteristic strong flavor and aroma. The fermentation process releases gases, which is why cans of surströmming often bulge, and opening one is an experience in itself, best done outdoors and preferably upwind. It's often served on thin, crispy bread, called tunnbröd, with boiled potatoes, chopped onions, and sometimes sour cream, to help balance the intense flavor. Eating surströmming is a social affair, a chance to gather with friends and family and bond over a shared love for this unique culinary tradition. Our culinary journey takes us to Japan, a land known for its reverence for fresh ingredients and the art of minimalist cooking. But beyond the delicate sushi and perfectly crafted ramen lies a world of unusual delicacies. And today, we're diving headfirst into the world of tuna eyeballs. Yes, you heard that right. In Japan, nothing goes to waste, and that includes the often overlooked tuna eyeball. Tuna eyeballs can be prepared in various ways, but they're often simmered or steamed until tender, then seasoned with soy sauce, mirin, and sake, creating a savory and umami-rich broth. The eyeball itself has a unique texture, somewhere between a hard-boiled egg and a firm jelly, and it absorbs the flavors of the broth beautifully. It's about appreciating every part of the animal and honoring the fisherman's hard work. Get ready to test your limits as we venture into the heart of Cambodia, where a crunchy, crawly delicacy awaits: fried tarantulas. Yes, you heard right. We're talking about those eight-legged creatures, often feared, being transformed into a popular street food snack. Now, before you run screaming, let me tell you, the practice of eating tarantulas in Cambodia stems from necessity. During the dark days of the Khmer Rouge regime, food was scarce, and people turned to insects and arachnids for survival. Today, fried tarantulas have transcended their origins and become a beloved snack, a symbol of resilience and resourcefulness. Imagine this: a large tarantula seasoned with salt and chilies, deep fried to a crispy perfection. From the bustling streets of Cambodia, we journey to the towering Andes Mountains of Peru, where a unique culinary tradition awaits: cuy, roasted guinea pig. Now, before you picture those adorable squeaky pets, let me tell you, in Peru, guinea pigs have been a valuable source of protein for centuries, and cuy is a dish deeply ingrained in Andean culture. Traditionally, cuy is prepared by marinating the guinea pig in a blend of spices, including cumin, garlic, and chili peppers, then roasting it whole over an open fire until the skin is crispy and the meat is tender. It's often served with potatoes, corn, and ají sauce, a spicy Peruvian condiment. Cuy is a dish that's enjoyed on special occasions, celebrations, and festivals. The flavor is often described as similar to rabbit or duck, with a slightly gamey taste. Our final culinary adventure takes us to the icy expanses of Greenland, where we encounter a dish that's as extreme as its environment: kiviak, fermented seabirds. This traditional Inuit delicacy is not for the faint of heart. It's a true testament to human ingenuity and the ability to survive in one of the harshest environments on Earth. Kiviak is prepared by stuffing hundreds of small seabirds, called auks, into a hollowed-out sealskin. The sealskin is then sealed tight and buried under rocks for several months, allowing the birds to ferment naturally. Kiviak is a dish that's deeply rooted in Inuit culture and history. It's a survival food, a way to preserve food for the long winter months when fresh food is scarce. So, there you have it. 10 bizarre foods from around the world, each with a unique story, cultural significance, and a taste of tradition. From wriggling octopus tentacles to fermented shark and maggot-infested cheese, we've explored the boundaries of culinary adventure and discovered that what might seem strange to some is a source of comfort, celebration, and cultural identity to others. Which one of these bizarre foods would you be brave enough to try? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more food adventures from around the globe. Until next time, happy eating.